Children are very resolute and they are very clear. They are saying nothing for them without them.
We value child participation. And as a children's organization, it's always important that we engage with children, first to hear what they think we should do or how we are doing in terms of servicing them. But over and above that, this time around, we want to really ensure that child participation at the level of the region.
Remember, the reason why we gather here is for us to generate what we call evidence-based advocacy issue. We want to get evidence on the realities they are faced with, evidence on issues that affect them. When we meet also for the next 5 days, we want to generate evidence from all the stakeholders across the SADC region working in different sectors.
And this conference resonates very well with CRNSA's mission of protection and promoting children's rights. In order for us to promote children, we must be informed by research, informed by sharing best practices, informed by bringing various stakeholders together to discuss these issues. And basically this platform or this conference, it was one such event where we have had an opportunity to interact and to discuss children's issues under one roof.
The idea of a SADC protocol for children is to galvanize regional advocacy when engaging with SADC as civil society on one common goal. It is an ambition to make sure that all our advocacy initiatives are coordinated while still advancing children's rights, because we know that all these member states within our region of SADC have ratified both the UN CRNSA as well as the African Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Child.
The Child Rights Conference is a partnership between ourselves as the Ministry of Local Government and CRNSA. The Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development holds the portfolio responsibility for children in Botswana. That is our main that is our biggest connection in Botswana. As I said earlier on, we are responsible for programming, policy, legislation, and everything else that is related to children in Botswana. So we also have partnership with everybody who works with children.
So through our members at country level, we already have our network members working with children on these various issues. What we have been doing over the last 3 years, though, was that we have been meeting with children as CRNSA virtually. So this time around, it was the first that we've met physically in a very long time. So it was both impressive, but also, you know, getting to also appreciate how they act and behave in such an environment.
The children that were here have never met me. You need to create the conducive environment where you start playing with them, you create, building relationships with them, then your session will be able to actually move towards the common goals that you will be having, whereby at the end of the day, children should have created their own statements.
Understand that nobody should be left behind. Like one presenter who actually said, okay, you could not be having them in the house, but you're having them in the community. You need to take them from early age, because we have a lot of people who are under poverty and the families are suffering. We know that the kids are the future leaders. I highly appreciate to see what is happening, and I will encourage all the African states to come forth and support and give them the policies that they can support the kids to know their rights.
We have established the SADC Child-Led Parliamentary Forum. So the next step is to ensure that we have induction workshop for all these children, also to ensure that we guide them in terms of which forums and platforms they can participate and influence decisions, and also ensure that the issues that children have raised goes to the main conference.
I wish to affirm your commitment, all of you here, and that of the family, to promoting the rights and welfare of children in the region and in Botswana in particular. We remain open to learning from all of you and are ready and willing to capacitate and collaborate with you to support child protection systems and amplify the call for change in the continent. I thank you and wish you a very fruitful liberation.
SADC is a region that has a very youthful population where young people are the majority, and yet there's no protocol that addresses their issues. In the next step, the national child rights networks who are members of CRNSA would engage at national level and mobilize support from the national governments, and we can be able to identify champion states that will be able to sponsor this idea when it goes to SADC.
I'm looking into the future where children in Africa, in the SADC region, are living a better life, where the budgeting system itself, in terms of national budgets of SADC countries, cater adequately for the rights of children.
So I think for us now is to spread the horizon, is actually also to come and meet the people who are doing this amazing work around protection of children's rights in the SADC region. So we want to see a continuity of relationship building that we are engaged in this conference.
The lighting of candles is basically about the concept of hope. You know, the significance is it gives us hope, a hope for the future of this country, a hope for the future of the rights of our children. That we have a hope that whatever that was discussed in this conference, will be taken on board. When we talk about issues of budgeting, we have a hope that children's issues will be budgeted for. When it comes to, the enactment of laws and policies, we have a hope, that whatever was discussed in this conference, the concerns that were raised in this conference will be taken on board.
We wouldn't have done this alone. As CRNSA, we have been privileged through this conference that we worked with the Botswana government through the Ministry of Local Government and the Department of Social Development. They really, really, really have supported us. Secondly, the helplines through Childline Botswana, we were able to merge certain aspects of the conference, like the opening session, the cultural night, to merge those into one. We also want to give a big shout out and thanks to AFCAN, NECDOL, Nelson Mandela, Save the Children and TDH, as well as Subsidy, who also contributed various aspects to this conference. The CRNSA board, it wouldn't have been possible if they weren't there and facilitating us and supporting us to do what we do. The CRNSA Secretariat, we're a very small team. We were able to pull this off. I'm really grateful. So thank you all partners. And of course the delegate. It's one thing to plan it all and get it right, but if you don't have the people that are going to participate, you'll be talking to yourself. So we really are grateful to the delegates as well for having made time and participated for a full 5 days.